Hey everyone, Soundwave84. In this Transformers review, take a look at Legacy Voyager class Jhiaxus. And I've had this figure for quite a while, just haven't gotten around to reviewing it. And I'm going to do this review in reverse from jet mode to robot mode, because why not? So this is your Jhiaxus jet mode. It is very nice. You can peg his gun up here, but you'd have to do it in the reverse way, otherwise this little handle here would hit, and you can't do it that way. His other pistol can go right here on the side, or you can peg it onto the side of this, or you can peg it down here. You can peg that down here as well, as how the instructions show it. You can use a peg as a side peg or the bottom peg. Peg it like that. You can peg it like this. I kind of like the flat version way a little bit more, but if you do it this way, that's when you can take this gun. There's a little hole back there, a little peg hole. Things like to be pegged around here, and you just peg it on. Boom, 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 and you have a weapon. So that's what you can do with his weapon storage in jet mode. Also, there's a front part, which I didn't do this earlier, but you can take it off, and it actually will peg into this port here in the back of the gun. So you do this way, you've got his little sensor part on his weapon as well. In jet mode, he cleans up fairly nice. He does have a big gaping hole here. Some people might, bug some people there. You can turn his head around probably, but I do this way. You know, he can look at you like, what you looking at? What you looking at? So he's all just staring at his own cockpit. His arms are very much on the bottom, so you really just view it as a handle that you can hold while you're playing with him in jet mode. So, and you just hold on to it that way. All right. His thrusters back here, you can support blast effects, so you can put those on his back side. Otherwise, it's very nice. I really do like the goldish, the gold paint on here, the goldish yellow. It could be the mustard, I guess you can call it. I like the colors. He's got a lot of white, with the mustard here breaks it up. He's got a little bit of red, and he's got the green wings, everything. This back here is very thin when you snap it together, so it's not scary. It just sounds like you're breaking it sometimes when you snap stuff together on this guy. But otherwise, he's really, really cool. I kind of wish he had some actual landing gears. Otherwise, you're just always resting on his arms. I think there are some companies that have made some upgrade kits to, I think, fill in the gap down here and put some extra stuff on him. I don't have any of that for this guy right now, but otherwise, I think he looks pretty cool. I think he's fine as is, especially in jet mode. We'll do a few jet mode comparisons real fast. Here he is with his old generations version. This version is more based on the EJ Sue design from the IDW comics, and he is retooled after the Armada Starscream that came out back then. So it's a small deluxe class. Not just pistols. Just come 2 blasters. I mean, I can hold on to him. I apparently have misplaced one, so I only have 1 blaster for him. But it does get landing gears here, and they don't spin. It's a solid plastic. It doesn't spin. He's got a sort of rubbery tip nose cone here too that folds down. But he ties it to a nice little futuristic jet right here. It looks pretty cool. It does have firing missiles, which we don't get really anymore. Next to Generation Selects, or you can say Kingdom Cyclone. This is the Generation Selects version, toy version. One of my favorite toys so far. I gotta figure out my top 10 or top 20 for 2022, don't I? But these are this is how these guys scale together. They're both Voyager class, both pretty big. I think Cyclonus got him beat here with the heft and the overall size. My night comparison here is, I think his name was Nitro Zeus from The Last Night. Transformers The Last Night. I really love this figure here in his jet mode. So I like to compare him with the other jets. And next, the Combiner Wars Slingshot. Alright, so let's transform Jhiaxus into a robot mode. We're going to come down here to his arms. We're going to untab that. These 2 tabs tabbed into his legs. And these guys tabbed together up here at the shoulder. We're going to unbreak those. Come back here to these wings. We're going to untab those out. Bring those up. Tab that out. Bring those up. Come here, we're going to separate his legs. See the little big tabs here, tabs there. Come up here, we're going to separate those down. Bring this part out. Bring his leg up. We're going to bring his foot out. And we're going to fold this piece here back in. Now we'll lock that part in. Bring this piece up. And that folds up like that. So it's open the bottom piece. We're going to bring legs down. Bring this piece down. fold this piece up on the side. Then these little, oh, I forgot to bring his foot out. Before you close it up, yeah, bring the foot up. Got it right the first time, but not the second time. Then you're going to 180 his waist around, and then we'll get his legs complete. Little green wings are supposed to stay out to the sides here. Just separate those. We're going to bring this down. I'm going to untab this piece from here. Untab. Bring that down. As you do that, grab this little center piece here. I'm going to try to push that piece through. That way you can bring that up. Close the waist in. Bring this piece out. Bring the head up. Close this back. There's a tab there. It's going to tab right inside of that. Arms are on these little hinges. Bring these up. Come back here to the wings. We're going to fold these down. There's a tab here. There's a slot up here. We're going to bring that up. It's going to tab in. Bring these down around onto these. There's a slight groove indentation here, and a slight little raised like tab that hooks on. Bring his wings up. Another little slight tab here. Goes around. Tabs on. Piece folds in. Come to his arms. Open this up. Bring out his hands. Close it right back up. So this, at least on this figure, we don't get to see the unsightly gaps. This one's very loose on my pen. Close that up. And you have now transformed Jhiaxus into robot mode. Alright, with Jhiaxus in robot mode, I think he makes a very imposing looking Decepticon. He's got the G2 Decepticon logo right there on his chest. Again, this is pretty much what you saw in jet mode for the paint applications. I really do like the mustardy goldish yellow, whatever you want to call it, color. It really breaks up all the white. And now the fear of all the yellowing, at least if he yellows, maybe he can just match what he's got on his chest and his legs. But he looks really cool all the way around. I really like the head sculpt. He just looks like, like someone walked in on while he's taking a dump. Get out of here! It's just like he just looks mad all the time. So he's just really mad looking, but he looks really cool, really beefy. Got lots of articulation. You got your shoulders, 360 around, but you got the wings are in the way, so that will kind of block that part there. You can go up. You got bicep swivels, elbow bends to there. You do have wrist swivels, and also your hands do open up as they are pinned. So that is a cool thing. I'm glad they did that. You got a 360 waist swivel. The legs. I really like how the hips, like he's got hip skirts, but he doesn't. They go with him. I like that. So it just disappears, doesn't hinder anything. So get a good kick forward, back. You don't get as much though because it hits right inside there. Upper thigh swivels, deep knee bends. Get your ankle tilts. You can rock them front and back because of transformation. Head, you got up and down, a wobble to and fro, and 360 that sucker all the way around. He's got lots of articulation, and that is a good thing for this price point. So maybe you get a little bit of hollowness and no landing gears and stuff, but you get more in articulation. You get the fingers that will open, you get wrist swivels, and you get a lot more stuff here. Now weapons, it's self-explanatory, right? Just put them in his hands. And the fact that his hands can open, you know, makes it a little bit easier. Well, I'll say easier, but I can't get things in. And then put his hands around. You get a pistol. Yeah, the ports, you can always peg these things on, and he does have storage for his weapons right back here. And since these two can tab together, you can store both at the same time on the back side. So that's cool. And like I said, this piece here does come off. I don't have fingernails. I can't get off her neck. I don't have nails. You start clipping your nails. But it pops off and you can put it on the back of the gun. you looking at it? You can't do shit, boy. Back view of the robot cleans up very well. There's not really any hollowness to speak of. You got a few little visible parts, but nothing is very egregious. It's nicely done. I think one of the best looking Transformers in a while as well. I keep saying that. We'll do some quick comparisons. This is him with his appearance in the G2 comics. Next to Voyager class Kingdom Cyclonus. Another why not comparison. He's around. I just reviewed him. This is Revenge of the Fallen's Deluxe class Dirge, Voyager class Siege Starscream, and Deluxe class Generations Jhiaxus. You have the same head sculpt going on here. It's just this one's done in the orange colors. And the orange colors are more mimicking the 2001 Robots in Disguise version of Jhiaxus. And next to Thrilling 30 Generations Jetfire or Skyfire. Alright, so final thoughts on G2 Universe. Voyager class Jhiaxus, it's a hell of a figure. It looks really good. The biggest worry here is going to be future yellowing of this figure, since he is a lot of white, and with the problems going on now with all the yellowing, especially white figures, but we get a lot of yellowing on other figures. Motor Master is a good one. My Motor Master just now started getting some yellowing, so I'm falling to yellow on the gray plastic. So I say this guy, he's an excellent figure. He's G-awesome. I would suggest, even if you don't know much about this character, like I didn't really know much except what he's presented in IDW comics, I really, really love this figure. The toy itself is awesome. It poses well. Does things that not many Voyager class figures do, like the open hands and everything. I just think he is a good shelf piece, and he's, I say the best mode is the robot mode. He just looks imposing, and I think he belongs on just about everybody's shelf, just based on the awesome factor of the actual toy. Anyway, thanks for watching. Until the next ones. Peace out.